One problem.
Yeah, number one problem.
Number one problem.
Number one problem is they don't have a YouTube channel. Welcome to the AMSDynamics.com podcast. AMSDynamics.com. Let us be your dynamic business solution.
All right, this is Ash.
And this is Tiny.
We'll get right to it. Number one problem marketers are having.
In my opinion, one of the biggest problems that they're having is that people don't believe in YouTube as a platform to market on. To me, it's insane. The YouTube platform is the second biggest search engine on the earth. Number one, Google. Number two, YouTube. Number three, Amazon. People are going to YouTube to find solutions for their problems. They're going to YouTube because they want to be entertained. They're going to YouTube because they need an answer to a question. They're going to YouTube because they have an issue and they're trying to find an answer to it. Meanwhile, here you've got a business owner who has worked his butt off so hard to get this business off the ground, standing there by himself or by herself. Nobody cares about their business. Meanwhile, they're standing there with the solution to that problem.
Yeah. And also with Google owning YouTube, when you Google something, the first couple of results you get back are YouTube videos.
Yes. So between images and YouTube videos, Google is the number one search engine. It's already nudging you towards the YouTube answers.
Yeah.
Because, Google, you can read answers on text all day long, and Google Answers is great, but that YouTube channel, when somebody needs to figure out how to replace a light bulb in a 2005 Chrysler Pacifica, they YouTube it. When somebody needs the answer to a problem, to a question, to a solution, they're going to YouTube for those answers, those solutions. And if you have a business, you've got a product that it's meant to do something, you've got a service that's meant to do something, you've got entertainment value that you want to give people about. People need to know it's there. People want to care about it. People want to find it.
Oh, yeah.
But if you're not on YouTube, no good.
Well, like a lot of people will say, a lot of people will say, I don't have the equipment. I don't have the time. I don't know how to do that.
Now, so you're the engineer, right?
Right.
And that end of things is your forte. Talk to me about that.
Well, I know a lot of times if you look up a problem that you have, and in business and in marketing, you have problems. If you want to know how to put your name out there, because right now, your name, nobody cares about you. Nobody cares about you right now on YouTube or the internet.
Patrick Hanlon says that. He says that, so the issue is not that you don't have a good product. You've got a great product that no one cares about.
And so marketing on YouTube is all about making people care. So you're saying to yourself, I don't have the cameras. I don't know how to do that. I don't know how to. Okay, so you have a Gmail account. Well, Gmail account is a YouTube channel. It coincides.
It gives you access to it.
Yeah, exactly.
Because Google acquired YouTube, they acquired Blogger. So you get a blog, you get a YouTube channel, you get all kinds of things based off of that one email address.
Right. And so I don't have a camera and equipment. You have a cell phone in your pocket. If you go to YouTube right now and look up something, probably the biggest number of views on a lot of cases, not all the cases, a lot of cases is somebody holding a cell phone. No flashy intro. No special music. It is, I have this problem or I have this solution, or I want to tell you about my business and myself. And it's just somebody talking on a cell phone.
Some of the best responses to videos, the most hits, are when it's one and the same. Because you said, I have this problem or I have this solution. I had this problem and here is the solution. Those they give you all that value in that one short video. And it's something that you can relate to. I was unable to solve this problem, but I solved it, and here's how I did it.
Yep.
Like you said, you don't necessarily need flashy lights. You don't need the big setups and the recording rigs, and you don't need to bring in a videography team. You've got your cell phone. You've got a video studio in your pocket.
Yep.
Just use your cell phone, film something, put it out there.
Yeah, and the biggest thing is, if you're out there on YouTube somewhere somehow and you have a good product or a good solution or a good marketing strategy, you'll be found, right? And I think that putting it out there is the first thing. If you have something to say, put it on YouTube. Because if you don't, then you don't have nothing on YouTube. You're not doing anything to help yourself out.
A lot of people find, a lot of companies, brands, they find that when they redirect some of their efforts away from traditional marketing, let me get the television commercials, let me figure out how to brand a certain way, let me bring somebody in to redo our color scheme.
Yeah.
That when they redirect the effort from there and put it into a YouTube channel, what they find is not only do they gain traction on a YouTube channel, they identify with a whole brand new audience that they weren't identifying with before. YouTube in and of itself becomes a whole brand new revenue stream for them.
Yes.
We made an example before of Rich Piana. Now, Rich Piana, he was a controversial figure. He's passed away, but he was a very controversial figure. He said all the words that are not safe for work, and he talked openly about things in his life, criminal acts and drug use. But as a business person, beyond all of that, he did, in fact, he had a clothing line, he had a supplement company, he had a meal prep company, and he started a YouTube channel because at the time he was not going to invest that level of income into the traditional marketing. Oh, well, I need $1 million marketing budget. Demonstrate me $1 million marketing budget, then I'll put your product in my stores.
Yeah, and YouTube, the alternative, the second biggest search engine in the world, owned by the biggest search engine in the world,
yes,
is absolutely free. You can't beat that.
You can't beat that as a marketing service. And so when he started doing that, just he being himself, he was doing just lifestyle stuff, kind of what we've talked about before in the brand identity series, where we talked about your brand mission is what you intend for it to be, and the customers will be drawn to it. Instead of you putting, this is our shirt is comfortable, you must buy our shirt, it's high quality. He was just wearing his shirts. He was wearing his clothing and living his life and demonstrating this is the brand mission. And then the customers were then attracted to that. And so they became attracted as part of their customer quest. They would consume his YouTube content almost religiously. They were zealots for him. And so when he ended up getting millions and millions of YouTube hits, here comes the money. And now he's shocked because, wow, instead of spending millions of dollars on a marketing budget, I became a millionaire by redirecting my efforts over here.
Yeah. And everybody has that option. Everybody, not every one of your ideas is going to strike gold. It's just, if first one strikes gold, more power to you. So if you just keep
If the first one strikes gold, tell us how you did that.
Yeah, tell me about it. But get that pickaxe and keep going
Keep going. Don't
until
give up.
You break that pickaxe, get another one, keep going at it. Because if you don't do it, if you're absent on YouTube, your customer base is going to know it. And I use a cake business sometimes as an option for small business. Okay. The small cake business, whatever.
Yep.
I make cakes. I'm on a corner of a downtown area. I make really good cakes. Why do I need a YouTube presence, right? My customers are here in the corner. Well, I'll tell you what you can do. You just running your business, doing a cake business, making cakes, your special recipe, your special marketing. You put it on YouTube, and next thing you know, you're making cakes and making money. And next thing you know, you're making money from YouTube because you'd be amazed what people are interested in. There's 1 billion people out there, and they're interested in everything, it seems like.
And it opens up new opportunities for you. In your cake example, now here comes Janine's flour company, who says, "Hey, will you use our flour?
Yeah.
Will you talk about our flour? Will you talk about our confectionery sugar or whatever it is?" And that now is a whole brand. Okay, well, I don't have to pay for flour this month. That's a significant expense to a professional.
You're right. And then that's
baker.
Less overhead for you now.
And it's happening with everybody who's able to resonate with some of these viewers. You just hit on it. You said, if you're absent on YouTube, well, that sentence could end there, because if you're absent on YouTube, it's just silence now because you're not there. There's deafening silence from your entire brand on YouTube. Well, meanwhile, there's millions of other creators.
Your competition's on YouTube.
Yeah, exactly. Go ahead. I'm sorry for interrupting. Go ahead and say it.
No, you're right. Your competition's on YouTube.
I'll tell you who's on YouTube. Your competition. Everybody else is on YouTube, and they're just waiting to snatch up all of those customers, their attention, gain their loyalty, bring them value on YouTube, so that now they feel like, oh, I can return to that company, I can return to that channel, and continue to get value day after day, week after week.
Now, we talked about in the past, if I'm running my small cake business and I want more customers, right? I want to expand and grow. I want to hire some people, or I've hired people and I'm like, well, I need more business to support this. 10 years ago, newspaper ad,
Yeah.
or a small town magazine. If you went big time, you would pay for somebody to come in and video you and put you on the late night TV ad spots on your local news networks.
Yes.
And that was it.
That was or grassroots. Remember knocking door to door?
Oh my gosh! Yes, you're right.
Yeah. Knocking door to door. Hi, this is our mailer.
Yeah.
I just want you to have this.
Mailers,
This is,
yep.
Yeah, mailers. You know, this is what we do. We're up on the corner. I don't know if you remember. It used to be Movies Incorporated, video rental place. Now it's a Cakery. This is what we can do. Please come by and see us. And so you're affecting one individual at a time based upon how many of your hours you can trade to be
that's
there.
That's it. You're trading hours that you could be making cake with, door-to-door knocking, or paying somebody to come in and do a commercial on your day off or something when you could be making cakes and grasping for more.
You
better
could be
cake.
making cakes, or you could be making content.
Yes.
Every one of those cakes, when we're leaning into this cake example, every one of those cakes exists because it was made.
Yeah.
Which means that it was made through a process, your process.
Right.
All you have to do is nothing new. Just have somebody hold your cell phone and film you making that cake. And that process that you're going to go through anyway now becomes your content. Make your process your content. There's no additional effort required. And you've got content and a presence on the second biggest search engine on the planet.
Yep. And if you want to snazz it up, if you want to make a logo or intro, that's not hard nowadays either. Your cell phone, you can download programs, pay $10 or something or whatever, or no, you have to pay nothing. You can go to Fiverr to make, to snazzy up your intro, make a music nowadays copyright free.
You can come to us.
You can come to us.
It doesn't have to be us, but these are services that we provide to people because they are making content, they are making their products, they're working their brand. If they don't want to divert that time and effort, we can do that. Other companies are out there that can do that. It doesn't have to be us. But even if you just need some encouragement, motivation, just a little nudge in the right direction.
info@amsdynamics.com.
Go ahead and reach out to us. We'd be glad to help you out with it.
Another thing is so you just touched on it right there. You're busy running your business, right? And it's not that you can't make good videos, but if you make videos, you're taking away from running your business. So go look outside for somebody to take care of if it's something you want to do. I think that marketing is not as complicated as it used to be, but at the same token, it's more complicated because there's so many different platforms that you got to touch on.
So it's a simple. There's been a big paradigm shift, and so because of that paradigm shift, to guys like us who, I mean, with the stuff we've said on the podcast, we have clearly aged and dated ourselves. So to us, it seems like we've passed through this archway into a brave new world where everything is so very different than it used to be. But for young entrepreneurs that are beginning today, this is the world that they know.
Nothing new to them.
Yeah,
they're excelling at places where we haven't yet touched yet.
They're used to it. My son, 13 years old, I mean, he is used to utilizing YouTube to find answers.
Yeah.
That is just his, something that he knows. That is a tool that's at my disposal. To me, that was like a miracle. I think you may have been one of the people who was, I didn't know how to do something. You're like, what about YouTube? And I'm like, they have answers on YouTube? And so it's out there. We should be utilizing it. This podcast is brought to you by AMS LLC out of Greensboro, North Carolina. AMS LLC is a full-service business consultation firm that provides tax services, accounting, and bookkeeping and payroll. And then there's the division that Ash and I work in, AMS Dynamics. We provide creative solutions, including logo design, videography, photography, website, social media, anything that you need for your creative solutions for your business.
That's right. On our website, if you go to amsdynamics.com, you want to book an appointment for any of those things or a consultation, check it out. Book now up top corner. Set up a schedule with us. Come on to the office, or we can do it via Zoom or by phone call or however is more convenient for you.
And the website has a comprehensive list of all the services that we provide, along with the description of each one. And you can contact us and find out more information about it. Check out amsdynamics.com.
I was thinking about during that commercial break. Do you remember when you used to get back, talking about dating ourselves, when you get a new car, what was the first things that you went and bought?
You'd have to buy one of the teardown books.
The book that had every excruciating detail about your car.
Remember? Every individual screw, bolt, seal.
It looked like a 1970s book cover. They haven't changed. It's still out there.
I forgot what they're called.
I forgot what they're called too.
But it was a
exactly
name. It was like the John's Guide or the Bill's Guide. I forgot.
And nowadays, Okay, so my in-law, my father-in-law, he gets the book out one day, and we're doing something to my old Honda Element.
Okay.
So he's got the book. And he's looking, and as detailed as it can be. I pulled up YouTube, and instantly, as soon as I pulled up YouTube, the actual problem we had, a guy was like, "Here's a quick fix. You need this tool that helps open up this right here, so you can put the screw in."
Wow.
Boom, like
Yeah.
that. He was like, it looked like a light bulb went off his head. He's like, "Oh my gosh, I just didn't do that." And the thing is, that guy is doing it anyway for a living. He's
Yeah.
in there fixing this stuff on Honda Elements, and all he did was cell phone. Hey, I'm
Here
getting
we
this
go.
right here. Just put it right there, and yeah.
I've seen those videos so often, and they've always got tons of hits, tons of traffic,
Yes.
because there's hundreds of thousands of vehicle owners out there today that are trying to fix something messed up with their car.
Yeah.
And they're always their channel titles are like, Bob fixes everything,
Yeah,
or
yeah.
Mike's Mechanics Garage,
Exactly.
or whatever it is. And like you said, they're just holding their cell phone. Thinking about the production value of it. They didn't
Yes.
bring in a videography team. They don't have 17 different camera
no.
angles going on or great lighting. He's just holding a flashlight and a cell phone. He goes, "Yeah, just let me get under the car here, and I'll show you. This is what we're talking
Yeah,
about right here."
yeah.
And then, okay,
It gave
hold on.
value.
Yes,
Useful.
Usefulness value. And because they've got that usefulness value, people keep returning. Oh, the next time I've got something messed up with my car, I know I can go to YouTube, and I know I can go to Mike's Mechanics Garage or
Yeah,
whatever it is.
exactly.
If there is a Mike's Mechanics Garage, I don't know that I've seen it or not. Just
It probably is. I mean, YouTube's massive. There
Yeah.
probably is.
It probably is.
Hey,
You're
shout out
absolutely
to
right.
Mike's Car Garage.
But what's missing is your channel with your
Yes.
content for
Yes.
your brand.
Yes.
That's what's missing from YouTube right now. So we need to get you guys out there.
And here's a funny thing. If you want to start a YouTube channel, guess where you can go to learn how to start a YouTube channel?
Well, I would imagine, since you can go anywhere, I don't know. Ash, you got to tell me. Where can I go to learn how to start a YouTube channel?
Well, you just Google YouTube channel, it takes you to YouTube, and somebody will teach you how to start it, how to grow it.
Right on YouTube.
Right on YouTube.
My goodness.
It's amazing.
It's astounding.
Because we've used it. Podcasting. We've used it like, oh, how do you do this? How do you do that? And somebody there is going, well, this is how you do it.
We use it constantly for things that we need, because the answers are there. They're always going to be there.
Yeah.
I think I read. So Derral Eves is a guy that has been working with YouTube since the very, very beginning. He played some role in helping them generate the original algorithm, and since then he has advised YouTube channels. They say he's responsible for a certain number of billions of YouTube hits.
Right.
He himself is responsible for them. Getting channels to grow and all of that stuff. I think he's got like 7 or 8 diamond YouTube play buttons.
Nice.
But in his book, he had MrBeast come and write the intro. And MrBeast's entire point of the introduction was demonstrating point after point after point, evidence why everyone should have a YouTube channel. And he talked about the difference between marketing cost and content creation, and how content creation can be utilized as a vehicle for marketing. Everybody that has a clothing line, that has a product line, that has a video game line, you create that content, put it out there on YouTube, so then when people are consuming that content, not only are they learning about your product, they're also providing you a new stream of revenue between YouTube ad revenue, between sponsorship programs, between product placement ads, between any other type of revenue stream that you can try to consider. It's important for every company to have a channel on YouTube. They need to have a presence on YouTube where people can go, learn what your product or service is, become a part of your group, your tribe, your legion, your family. When they do that and they identify with you and what you do, they'll start returning and coming back for more.
Yeah. And, I lost my train of thought. Oh, I had something so good to say.
Next time you have something good to say, throw a stapler at me.
I'm going to have to. No, it wasn't you. I might go to YouTube and figure out what I was going to say.
Is it-
Oh, yeah. So if you're marketing, okay, so you're a business and you want to market. Marketing is an important part of it. People don't care about you until they hear about you and believe in you. So marketing. I think the first and strongest step is a YouTube channel. It's free. You get out there. you start putting anything. I mean, the very first video on YouTube was a guy standing at a zoo in front of an elephant. It was one of the CEO
That's
creators.
right.
And, and there's some flashy people out there that have some great production value in their YouTube channels. That's great. That's what they do. But if you got a small business, and you worry about marketing, you can go with the high production value if that's what you want. But don't be intimidated by that. Just get your phone out. Get your kid to hold a phone.
Mm-hmm.
Talk about your product. Hey, this right here, this is the best antifreeze ever. I don't know, some horrible example. I was thinking of cars.
Back to commercial, folks.
Yeah, I was thinking of cars, and I was thinking of like a mechanic, and I don't know why I was thinking of that.
But you do not need high-level production value in order to have a presence and have an impact on YouTube.
Right.
I think it really is the biggest mistake that a lot of people make, because I think right now, even an older generation like us, or even older than us, recognizes and understands social media is a place that people need to have a presence in order to be marketing. However, when it comes to YouTube, they don't believe in YouTube as being part and parcel with the social media end of things. And so they say, well, what about a YouTube channel? Like, we don't need to be putting time and effort into that. We don't need that. We don't. We don't need that stuff. That's for other people. That's for the kids in their video games. That's for other people. We don't need that. You're right. They are missing it. They're missing a huge array of people, potential customers, potential members of their group, potential content consumers, and potential revenue streams that they are cutting off, dismissing with a wave. Just, we don't need that.
Well, I don't know if they're dismissing or intimidated by. And that's a big, strong factor. It's like, oh my gosh, I got so much more going on. I got email marketing going on. I got postcards going out. I got social media. I got to keep up with Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, TikTok, YouTube. I just can't handle YouTube. But all of those things, if you do, I believe, here's my opinion, if you have a YouTube, it makes your social media easier, and it makes your postcards somewhere to people to go and find you and look at you.
And find content.
Yeah, exactly.
A lot of times websites, today a website, you got to have one. You need to have a presence on the web. But people are not really going to websites the way that they used to discover stuff about your brand, about your company.
Right.
They're hitting up YouTube first.
Well,
they're Googling you, and they're going to YouTube first.
If they do go to your website, it's good to have a YouTube video on your website.
A lot of companies have an entire video vault section just for that reason. Because people go to the website, okay, and it's just a big picture of you or your company or your building, and then what? You click the About page, and it says some nice little thing there.
That's attractive to some people.
That's not really getting to know you, though.
Exactly.
It's not creating that bond of trust and familiarity that people need before they start to care about your brand. Patrick Hanlon said it. You said it. I agree with it. The fact is that you have a great product, a great brand, a great service. What you're missing is the fact that nobody cares yet.
Yes.
Start that YouTube channel. Hit the ground running with it so that people will begin to trust you, love you, and care about you, your brand, your service, and your product.
That's right. Hey, this is Ash.
And Tiny.
We are with AMSdynamics.com. We are part of the Small Business Superhero Group. Is that right?
Small Business Superhero Podcast.
That's right. We kind of changed around a little bit because I figure every entrepreneur, every small business is a hero, and we want to talk about being a hero for your business. Check us out, AMSdynamics.com. Check out our website. We have certain examples of what we do on our website. Also, check out
our YouTube channel.
So you beat me to it. Check out our YouTube channel. We have a bunch of videos on there. But anyway, thank you so much for watching, and come back for the next episode.